Good evening. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Luna Lending. Those dry whipping winds are persisting across the state. They're now sparking a slate of new and growing wildfires. Down south near Trinidad, the Freedom Heights fire has burned over 1,000 acres since yesterday. People are likely the cause. Near Durango, at least 3 fires started yesterday, ranging from 7 to 222 acres. Causes are unknown. The largest fire, the Spring Creek fire on the western slope, is now 20% contained on nearly 3,000 acres, and firefighters are carefully monitoring the wind. It could shift and push that blaze towards the town of Parachute. Cause there is under investigation. Summit County Sheriff Jamie Fitzsimons came on the Krystal 93 Morning Show today with a word about fire safety.
If you look around, these green grasses are already waist high, and they're going to dry out, and those dry out fast with these winds like we've had the last few days.
Local fire danger is low with no fire restrictions, but a reminder that restrictions could be enforced even if danger does not change. This week, we're reporting on homelessness. At the FIRC, Summit's largest human services nonprofit, nearly 1 in 4 clients are homeless, living in cars, in the woods, or on someone's couch. Executive Director Breanne Snow.
A lot of us thought we would get to the point where we would be feeling better in 2023.
Of her clientele, roughly 4 in 5 are longtime locals. They've been living here 8 or more years.
But really what we're seeing is families are still really struggling and suffering.
Most homeless locals visit the FIRC food markets in Breck and Dillon. Many are feeding their families.
For a parent, it is incredibly stressful to not be able to meet your basic needs, let alone your child's basic needs.
In 4 years, demand at the food markets has more than doubled, from 4,000 to 10,000 people annually. This month alone, they served 2,700.
In typical years, May is a really busy month for our food markets, and then it goes down in June. People have jobs, they're a little bit more secure, they feel like they have a little extra money. But unfortunately, this year we're not seeing that.
Snow expects the food markets to meet or beat last year's record high. This is Under the Radar with Dillon Town Manager Nathan Johnson, recapping a strange council meeting with Jake Porritt, the Detroit developer who wants to rebuild downtown Dillon.
He was at the town council meeting to sort of discuss the public financing agreement.
Porritt had nothing to discuss.
We at the town did not receive any particulars on the public financing agreement.
But he had a lot of renderings.
He primarily just showed pictures of what they could do with the town's assistance.
Porritt's team then gave their ideas of public improvements.
If they're thinking that it's a conference center or a indoor amphitheater, I think that would be up for debate.
They even suggested taking over the outdoor amphitheater.
The town council never indicated that that was going to be the case. Right now it's a community asset. We intend to keep it as a community asset.
What does council think?
Council's very split on the issue. Some would like to explore what this potentially could look like. Others, quite frankly, don't want anything to do with it.
Porritt and his team have not responded to a request for comment. Tune in again next week for Under the Radar with local town managers. In sports, the Rockies are finishing their home series with the Dodgers tonight at 6:40. And in local sports, today on the Warmup from iFurnish in Frisco and Kremling.
I don't coach mountain biking, I coach kids.
That was Tyler Zipper, director and head coach for the Team Summit mountain bike program.
Right now we work with elementary, middle school kids mostly. Have a few junior coaches helping out this season.
Most weeks, he's teaching bike skills in Breck. Earlier this month, his team was camping out in Crested Butte for a bike race.
Trips in general are just where the magic happens and you really see the team come together.
In his free time, what little he has, Tyler is making energy bars and cookies for his nutrition company, Biked Goods.
I'm just big on real food, nutrition to help fuel my rides, my lifestyle. I live a pretty busy and active lifestyle, so I need to keep up with that.
He makes every batch by hand and publishes free recipes.
Good for the soul, good on the budget.
His wife is his taste tester and expecting their first child. Find Biked Goods online or on Instagram. That's Biked, like B-I-K-E-D. This has been the Warm-Up with local coaches. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.